Yo, what is up, YouTube? It's your boy Big T. Welcome out to Football Talk. Guys, week 1 is in the books. What a crazy week of football. First week of football we have. And also a crazy start to week 2. We're going to get to that later. We're going to get to week 2 later on in the show. But let's recap week 1. Here we go. All right, guys, to start it off, we have the Thursday night matchup between the Eagles and the Atlanta Falcons. Crazy start to the game, guys, too. The game was delayed. It was supposed to be at like 8:30, and with all the ceremony stuff, it got pushed back to like 9 o'clock or 8:55, whatever the time was. Rain, but it didn't stop Philly from partying. That's always the best part about the season opener. You know, the champions get to get that last cheer, that last celebration before, like, okay, now we gotta go try to win it again. So, and for the most part of this game, guys, I thought it was gonna be a high-scoring game. That was not the case. But the Eagles do win this one by a final score of 18-12. Atlanta having the same problems on offense that they had last year. I believe they had 6 red zone trips, and they always managed to score 12 points. Guys, you're not going to win many football games if you can't score, especially in the red zone. So, you know, hopefully Atlanta can clean that up. They got a lot of talent on that team, but we'll have to see what they go down the road. And then Ajadi, the running back from the Philadelphia Eagles, had a career game, 2 rushing touchdowns. So good for him. Philly goes 1-0. Next game, the Buffalo Bills at the Baltimore Ravens. This was pretty much a blowout from start to finish. The Ravens win this one 47-3, which was the 3rd largest victory in Ravens history. So that's good for them. You know, which is funny. I picked Baltimore last night. I'm filming this Friday after Thursday's game, which I'll get to that in a minute. The Steelers and Browns. This was a really weird game. I actually kept changing back to this game. They wound up tying the Steelers 21-21. But the weird thing was the start of the game. For those of you who probably know already, Le'Veon Bell did not report with the team. It doesn't look like he's coming in. They officially took him off the depth chart. So I don't know what that means for his future with Pittsburgh, but it's just not good for them. And then Ben Roethlisberger threw 3 interceptions, I think 3 or 4 interceptions in that game. But you know what? The Browns were right there. The Browns had a chance to kick a field goal in overtime. They missed. Pittsburgh had a chance. They missed. It's just one of those games. But hopefully the Browns can get a win this coming week. I mean, think about this, Cleveland. You didn't lose, you tied, which is a step in the right direction, so that's good. Next game, the Cincinnati Bengals against the Indianapolis Colts. The first game for Andrew Luck, probably, 2 seasons he's missed. He had a pretty good game. 39 completions, 319 yards, 2 TDs, but he also threw an interception. They wound up losing this game. Bengals win it 34-23. But you know, good for Andrew to get back out there and play at a high level for I was really sad to see him get hurt the last couple of years. You know, he's a very good young player. Hopefully he stays healthy this year and see what happens. The next game, the Titans at the Dolphins. This was the longest game since the NFL merger. And I'm going to say that because there were 2 rain delays. There were severe thunderstorms in the area. Twice the game got delayed, but the Dolphins came out and they played actually really good. They win this one 27-20. You know, just a really bad day for the Tennessees. A lot of injuries. You know, just very inconsistent play. Some of the guys they brought over free agency really didn't play good. You know, so hopefully they can turn that around and you know, hopefully that team doesn't go down. You know, doesn't lose 2 in a row. But we'll see. Next game, the Niners at the Vikings. Yeah, I said it before. I think I said it. Jimmy Garoppolo was going to get his first loss of his career, and he did. 24-16. Jimmy Garoppolo gets his first loss as a professional football player. So But the Vikings, because I said Vikings at home. Yeah, that defense just every year just gets better and better and better. I think that'll be like the best. I think it's gonna be the best defense in the league. I really think it's gonna be Minnesota, Jacksonville, and I'm gonna throw it out here. I believe Philly's gonna have a really good defense this year. The next game, my Pats against the Houston Texans. You guys, I'm telling you, Watson did not look like the guy we saw week 3 of last year. He got sacked a bunch of times, threw a couple of picks. Not a really good day for Houston. They made it a game late, but once again, New England, as they do a lot of times, just outplays them and outthinks them. They win this one by a final score of 27-20. But the sad note about that, Jeremy Hill, the running back that they brought in from Cincinnati, he injured his ACL, so he's done for the year. I was really looking forward to see him play this year. Big physical running back, but it happens. And the Patriots moved to 10-1 all time against Houston. That's including playoffs, so that's pretty good. Next game, the Bucs at the Saints. Holy crap! I seriously thought New Orleans was just going to just destroy Tampa, because I'm thinking like, God, Tampa, they don't have, they don't have a snowballing chance to win it. But I was wrong. Not only did they win this game 48-40, this was the highest scoring football game since the highest scoring opener in the Super Bowl era. Like that's like almost over 50 years of football. Like nobody's ever had that much points in an opener. That's insane. But great to Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's the quarterback now because wow, I'm drawing a blank here. I can't think of the the Tampa Bay quarterback. Wow, I'm really drawing a blank here. Comment below what the Tampa quarterback is, guys. I'm literally drawing a break. I'm sorry. But yeah, Ryan Fitzpatrick gets the win. Next game, Jaguars at the Giants. Another hard-fought game there. Jaguars will win it though, 20-15. But the sad news on that part is their leading rusher, Foster, exited the game with a hamstring. I don't know if he's going to go against New England this week, but we'll see what happens. Next game, the Chiefs at the Chargers. Chiefs, I don't know. I mean, Chiefs, they got a young quarterback. It might be, they could surprise some teams this year. They win this game 38-28, but Tyron Hill had 3 touchdowns. I mean, he had the kickoff, I think it was a punt return for a touchdown, and 2 big 50-yard bomb touchdowns. I mean, that was just a crazy game by him. And then the Redskins at the Cardinals. I thought Arizona was going to win this one, but the Redskins played pretty good. They won this one 24-16. And Adrian Peterson, which was being, quiet ever since he left, Minnesota, scored his 100th touchdown of his career. He's going to be a Hall of Famer one day. Congrats to him on that. Next game, the Cowboys at the Panthers. Carolina, just played a really good game, and Cowboys look like they're in trouble. Their offense is very out of sync. I think they'll fix that up, but just, I don't know what to expect that team. Panthers win this one 16-8. So good for Carolina, first win of the year. Seattle at the Broncos. This was a really good game. Went down the wire. But the Broncos won this one 27-24. Good for them. And then this is my game of the week. The Bears at the Packers. I mean, did anybody else watch Aaron Rodgers come back from that leg injury? When he got carted off, guys, I'm thinking, okay, their season's over. There's no way in hell he's going to come back. And he comes right back on there, basically playing on one leg. After Chicago was dominating the first half with Khalil Mack that they just acquired, who had a couple of sacks and a pick 6, which was pretty cool. Aaron Rodgers, which he's done so much of his career, comes all the way back. They win this one 24-23. What an unbelievable game, and I can't wait to see. Like I said, they're both two good teams. I wouldn't be surprised if you see another matchup like this again down the road, because they got to play again because they're division rivals. So the next game, guys, this was a shocker too. The Jets at the Lions. I thought Matt Patricia, with his defensive background, was going to give the the young quarterback there from the Jets, which I actually mispronounced his name last week. I said McDonald. It's Donnelly. So I apologize for that. Once again, guys, I try my best to read these names, but I do have, dyslexia and autism. So if I do screw up, please be nice to me. I'm not doing it on purpose. I'm just, So anyways, Donnelly threw that one interception, went back, and I'm thinking like, oh, geez. But then he came right out, bam, touchdown. They win this one 48-17, which was the most points scored on the road in franchise history. Which, congratulations to the Jets for that. Then the last game of this week, the Rams at the Raiders, guys. I said LA was going to destroy Oakland, which they did. They won this one 33-13. Gruden did not get a warm welcome there. Did not get a warm welcome there because. Train one of their best defensive players. So, Oakland's got to clean some stuff up. Otherwise, it's going to be a long season for them. So, that recaps week one. What was your biggest takeaway from week one, guys? Write in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. So, we're going to make some predictions for week two of the NFL season. It's going to be great. So, let's get to it. All right. So, to start week two off, guys. Last night, Baltimore and Cincinnati played. I thought Baltimore was going to win this game, given how their defense played last week against Buffalo. But damn, I was wrong. What a great game! Just I think it was the first quarter. Andy Dalton had 3 touchdown passes, all to AJ Green, who this was the first time Green has caught 3 touchdowns in a first half, which shocks to me because he's such a talented player. I'm surprised he hasn't done that before. But Cincinnati pretty much just dominated the Ravens from start to finish. They won this one 34-23. So what a great way to start week one of the season. Not week one. I apologize. Week two of the season. But yeah, let's make some predictions for week two, guys. So the first game up I got is the Panthers against Atlanta. This one's interesting because I like both teams. Atlanta at home. But you know what? I think the struggles are going to continue for Atlanta. I got Carolina winning this one, but a close game. Next game, Chargers at the Bills. I got Chargers on this one because Buffalo just looks completely wrecked right now. Will they turn around? Who knows? It's still early in the season. But I got Chargers in this one, possibly another blowout. Next game, Vikings at Green Bay. Now, this game is a little interesting with me because Aaron Rodgers is banged up. He's hurt. And Minnesota's has got a really, really good defense. And it's at Green Bay too, so it's how do you pick this? I'm gonna give it's hard for me, but I might be wrong, but I'm gonna give the victory to the Vikings, but I think they win it by a field goal, 23 to 24-21, something like that, Next game, Browns at the Saints. I think Cleveland will play a good game, and I think they'll actually get their actual first win here because I just don't see New Orleans. New Orleans seems like a little wreck right now. I think that's going to continue for them for the second week of the season. Browns win this one. Now the Jets at the Dolphins. If Donnelly plays the way he played against the Lions. I I'm gonna give it to the Jets. I'm gonna give it to the Jets because I think they're a little better right now than Miami is right now. Next game, the Chiefs at the Steelers. I'm giving this one to the Chiefs. Eagles at the Bucks. I'm going to give it to the Eagles. Texans at the Titans. I'm going to give this one to the Texans. Colts over the Redskins. I'm giving this one to the Redskins. Cardinals at the Rams. I'm giving it to the Rams. Lions and the Niners. I think the Niners will win this one at home. Raiders at the Broncos. Give it to the Broncos. And then the game of the week for me, the Patriots, my beloved Patriots, against the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think if Fournette is in this game, I think, the Jaguars will possibly win this game. But if he's not, I give it a victory to the New England. But regardless, it's hard because this game I think could go either way. But I'm giving it to the Patriots, 17-10. I think it'll be a low-scoring game. So yeah. Then the next game, the Cowboys at the Giants. I'm giving this one to the Giants. They pretty much own Dallas the last couple of years. So, and then the Monday night game, Seattle at Chicago. I'm giving it to Chicago because I think, they'll learn from their mistakes from week 1. I think they'll play better. But that is my predictions for week 2, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Who do you think is going to win? Who do you think is going to have a great game? Let's hope for another good game. Let's hope for another good week of football this week. So that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more content. Social media below. Always remember to be kind, generous, and love one another. And as always, I will see you in the next video, my friends. You're the best. Bye.